Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kadash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. It's Paya Allah from the GMS London camp, and this video is entitled, Esau is still alive and well. Alright, so I'm going to start with this. And the reason for this video is because you have these Christians, starting with Hokab Malone. Basically, he don't want to ever talk about Esau. Well, when he does talk about Esau, him and the Edom, James White, the Edomite, whenever they want to talk about Esau, they basically say Esau was done away with, but they show no record of when Esau was done away with. They just give it a vague, ambiguous time span. Oh, during the time of the Maccabees. But they don't have no scriptural backing, and they can't. And all the scriptures, which I'm going to delve into some in this lesson, Lord willing, to edify the Akim, okay? But all of the, all of the scriptures, all of the scriptures that basically would show otherwise, they have no rebuttal for it, no answer. So basically, their doctrine's got holes in it, all right? So this is Lamentations 4:21, all right? Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. All right, Edom is who? Esau, who was born of Isaac and Rebekah. When he came out, he was known as Esau because it saw him, and he was named in accordance to how he looked. It was a nomen, name sign, and because he lacked pigmentation, he came out with a lack of melanin. They basically said Ashar, okay, which basically was wasted away as he, Ashashwa, all right. And he later got his name changed in Genesis 36, I believe, to Edom, which means red, or the one, red, okay, due to the lack of pigmentation. Okay, so this reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. So today, the Edomites will be known as the so-called white man that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. What's the cup? The cup's talking about basically this hell that we've been catching in the land of Babylon, which is Babylon the Great, which is known as America today, NATO and the EU, which is known as the Beast, which had with the harlot ride upon, which is America, which is all part of this system, the Western world. Okay, sorry, Salakia, fucking hell. So going back, it reads on: the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked. And they're being made naked, so the cup is already passed on to them because they're being made naked. How are the things that Esau sought out? How is these secret things sought out? Basically, it's because when you read the book of Psalms, it tells you that his tongue shall fall upon himself. Because you have these people that are within the upper echelon of Esau's world that are basically revealing all of his secrets. Those are the Illuminati, and it's through the spirit, okay? It's because the scriptures say that. That's why it's being done, all right? So they're revealing the Illuminati, the New Order agenda, okay? Heinous acts that they commit amongst each other and the wickedness that they commit amongst themselves, let alone to the atrocities that are done throughout the world, okay? And then you have us on this internet, which they, through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, El Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kadash, was given over to them, all right, to utilize their agenda, okay. I think you have the I can't remember right now. I'm not gonna delve into that, but basically the Internet of Things, where you can utilize the RFID chip. That's really what I was thinking of. So yeah, that's really the Internet of Things. Really goes back to the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So that's the reason why they have it, and that's how they want to utilize it. But guess what? Really, they're being made naked by us coming on the web by a means that they use for themselves, all right? Which the Heavenly Father really made for us to push this word. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So this is synonymous with the two, Jacob and Esau. This story is about, like any story, great story, you have a protagonist and antagonist, man. You have the good guy and the bad guy, the hero and the villain. All right? So that the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Yeah, we've been in slavery, but it's saying that we're being accomplished. We're about to be dusted up, washed, applied the ointment, the great smelling smells, and we're going to be coronated, man, with our crowns and taken up out of this bitch. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Eve. Why are we going to be taken out of captivity? And he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Because there, the Edomites, the so-called white man today, the daughter of Zion is the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, all right? So he's going to visit the iniquity of the daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. What's their sins? That they touched the apple of the Lord's, the Most High's eye. And it even tells you that when the time of our affliction was accomplished, they basically overdid it. They overstepped the mark. And really and truly, no one's really allowed to touch the Lord's people. So that's a sin unto them, all right? And they meant to have extended brotherly love, but when the Babylonians came, they were cutting, jumping in the way, revealing our people that were in hiding and bringing them onto the oppressor. And they were saying, raise it to the foundations thereof. So they wanted to see the fall of us, man. All right? So that shows you, okay, that when we get up out of our captivity, Esau, his iniquities are going to be discovered and his sins are going to be, basically, he's going to be judged. All right? So that's synonymous with the two. That's why this is written. Okay? We're forever intertwined, man. That's why this world is so black and white. All right? Because we're entwined with one another. That's how the Most High made it through the Spirit. So this is 2 Ezra 6 and 8. He said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. All right, this was a figure. All right, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Like having a heel with someone is having the advantage over them, and that's why Jacob, which is the father of, which later got his name changed to Israel, is the father of the Israelites, who today are not known in the city, all right, but they're known as so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as is the so-called white man known as the so-called white man, but he's an Edomite. He's Esau, all right? So basically, Esau is ruling the world. It tells you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? Covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? So he's the one that presently rules over this earth. But guess what? Jacob is the beginning of the world that followeth, because this world as we know it is crumbling. Because Esau in his mind wants to give way to the New World Order. But guess what? The New World Order ain't going to be administered. This is the New World Order at this moment. This is as good as it's going to get. The RFID chip is going to be the pinnacle for the sake of fulfillment of prophecy. But what they want to dwell in, the Elysium, that place where everyone's got chips and they're all subject on you, that's not going to happen, Esau. Rothschilds, Rockefellers, that ain't going to happen for you, man. Or you banking elites. The Lord has something very nice in store for you, okay? So, these, again, I did a video before, these men are unnecessary evil. It tells you that the wicked are made for the day of evil, man. The Most High made everything in double, man. Good is set against evil. How else can that be done? All right, and this must needs be done because we have a thing known as Jacob's trouble, which basically is the reason why Esau's here, man. Esau is the wicked that's made for the day of evil, man. And the day of evil for us is the time of Jacob's trouble, which the Lord is prepping us for. So this is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, we're going to be saved out of it. All right, those of the elect, the ones that have the mark, the fawar sealed in their mind, the mark of exemption. All right, so this is Psalms 20:1. The Lord hear thee in the day of trouble. The name of Yahweh of Jacob defend thee. The power of Jacob defend thee. Send thee help from the sanctuary and strengthen thee out of Zion. Remember all thy offerings except thy burnt sacrifice, Selah. Right, and we're making our bodies a living sacrifice, so the Lord is going to remember that. He ain't going to forget that. That's why we're doing all our works today. These videos are little bonus points, all right? Going out to the highways and byways is the main thing, and that's what we do. We go out and prophesy against the evil of this world, Okay, so this is Revelations 3 and 10. And it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Right, so there ain't no one going to be exempt from this. The whole world's going to feel it, man. And really, it's going to be felt greatly for the whole reason, because we read it, Jacob's trouble is really because Esau wants to wipe out you tribes, man, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, all right? So that's why this is going to happen, to test all the people that dwell upon the earth, okay? Just getting these pinpoint scriptures, all right? So this is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And there's never been no great tribulation on the earth as it is today. We got ICBMs, we got guns, all these different weapons that the so-called white man has been given. Goes back to his blessing, in fact, to allow him to be the evil upon this earth and to be the antagonist against us, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why the Lord has set him up with such great power, because it's to make an example of him. As it says in Romans, the 9th chapter, how the Lord propped up Pharaoh, basically to make an example unto the nations. It's the same thing with Esau. After this, we're going straight into the kingdom. We read it in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, so he is the necessary evil. In order for us to go into the kingdom, he has to fall. So he has to still be around. If that weren't the case, then we would be in the kingdom right now. We wouldn't be in slavery. We wouldn't be in captivity. We would be free. And we're not free. All right? So it reads on, except those days shall be shorn, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shorn. That's why these days are going by so fast, and time is flying. Okay? So now this is the hook, line, and sinker, these two precepts, man. Okay, so this is Hebrews 12 and 16 and 17. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. Okay? So Esau, remember this, he sold his birthright unto Jacob, and he would have inherited the blessing, which is the kingdom of heaven. But he was rejected because he sold it unto Jacob, right? For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So it says he cried when he lost the blessing, when he realized that he lost the blessing. But guess what? He said he found no place, he found no way he could get that blessing back, but he sought carefully with tears. So that means he till this day is sorting carefully with tears, because he understands, he knows these banking elites, the Rothschild, Rockefellers, the elites, they know the Bible, man. They know everything. They're wiser than Daniel. They're searching out all these things, okay? And guess what? That's them sorting carefully with tears, because going back to the forefather, he understood what he lost and wanted it badly. That's why with Cain and Abel, Cain killed Abel because he was jealous of his righteousness, right? And this is those same spirits, and Esau doing the same thing because he wants the kingdom. That's why he has his take on the kingdom with the mark of the beast and whatnot. All right, now this is Genesis 27 and 41 and 42. All right, and it reads, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing whereof his father blessed him. And we're the ones that are blessed today. That's why Esau has such a hatred. It's a driving force within his spirit. It tells you the just shall live by faith. And it tells you in Habakkuk 2 and 3, the spirit is not upright in him. I'll read that very quickly. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. That's Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So that's talking about Esau. Okay, Esau's spirit is not upright in him. He's driven to do wickedness. And that's why he has to be around in these last days to fulfill his lot, right? And Esau hated Jacob, okay? And the Most High, guess what? Who did he hate? He said the Most High loved Jacob and he hates Esau, man. And the wicked Israelites or people say, wherein have you loved us? Okay, because the Most High loves Jacob, and Esau hates us because of that. All right. And Esau said in his heart, he said in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Why? Because he was jealous of the blessing. Okay. And these words of Esau were heard. Of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she went and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. So that's it, man. So you see that Esau is a necessary evil on the earth, and he has to be around in these last days and these days, because there's no one more capable of bringing about Jacob's trouble than Esau, because his spirit is driven to do his wickedness, and the Most High Yahweh set him up to do so. With that, I pray you're edified. Shalom.